Hello, my sweet friend. I am Cristina Arevalo, a cake decorator, coach, and teacher, and I am here to empower my fellow cake artists to unleash their creativity and unite as a strong cake community. Whether you are a seasoned professional or just starting out, this podcast is here to support and empower you on your cake decorating journey. Let me coach you for success by setting achievable goals, understanding that managing your time and having a positive mindset, knowing your customers, and learning how to teach your craft are all as important as flour, sugar, and eggs. I'll share what has worked for me from a very personal and relatable perspective. My goal is to help you establish your presence, reduce stress related to time and working hours, and engage in cake collaborations and competitions. Eventually, you could become that featured cake artist in a magazine or teach at international events just like me. Welcome to the Art Cake Coach podcast. Well, hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to another episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Christina here. Super happy to be here with you today. Today is the 10th of December. I cannot believe the year is almost over. 2024. What an amazing year. And today I have some great news to celebrate with you guys before we start the episode. The DMA's Awards, Delicious Magazine Awards. Delicious Magazine is one of the sponsors of our podcast, and they held. This next year is going to be the second time they held the Delicious Magazine Awards. Last year, our cake community, Cake for Stay Creative, was nominated for Best Online Cake Community. If you want to know more about the roller coaster that it was for me, you can check it out on the DMA's episodes that we have here on the podcast. But this year, I woke up this week with the amazing news that, I mean, not only the cake community is nominated again, but I'm nominated to three different categories. Oh my God. I have been nominated as Best Online Coach. Oh no, Best Business Coach. That's it. Online is another thing. Best Business Coach. Oh my God. That blew my mind because it's a validation of what I do. I think I wrote it on the post that I put on that I published on Facebook. This is a very new niche, being a business coach for cake artists, and there's just a handful of us out there. And I always think that everybody else, all the other coaches, really know what they're doing. And I second guess myself a lot. Yes, I do. I do because I want to deliver the best. And I always think that I could do more. That's my thing. I always think that I can do more, which keeps me moving and learning and thriving and trying to be better every time. But I second guess myself a lot in what I do. So being up there with great business coaches for our online community or cake community, either online or face to face, it's a validation of the work I do here, especially with the podcast, because I think this is the place where I leave you most of the information that I think is useful for your business, useful for your path as a cake artist, cake decorator, baker. So that was an honor for me, really an honor. Like I said, the cake community is nominated again. Cake Friends Stay Creative, still growing, still thriving. Our cake community, so it's great to see that nomination again. That means that we're keep going on the right track. And the third one just made me. I mean, I don't know what to say. It just made me laugh. Um, I was not expecting the third one in a million years. I was not expecting to be nominated for such an award, but I have been nominated as a sugar personality. Oh my God. I feel like, call me Meryl Streep from now on. I'm nominated to everything. No, I'm kidding. It's that blew my mind. That really, really blew my mind. I was not expecting it. I don't think I even run for it. I because I ran for the I put myself out there for the other two categories, But for that one, I didn't. So that's all on you. That's all on my listeners and all on my followers and friends. That's it. Um, I wrote also in the post on Facebook. I was never the popular kid in school. Um, Never. Like, I was the chubby underdog, sometimes bully, um, friend, or the funny one that compensated a lot with humor, friend. That was me in high school. Like, I was not part of the popular pack, never. And you know I trying to make it again in this cake industry, not making cakes, because that's actually what I'm doing. I'm trying to leave a mark in this cake community without making cakes, but as an online community manager and business coach. So being considered a sugar personality, I mean, I have no words. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. So thank you so much for that one. You didn't make my day. You made my year with that one, because I was not expecting it. And the other nominees, those are really sugar personalities. Those are the people that I admire and I look up to, and that I admire what they do. So many friends are nominated. A guest of this episode. It's funny because I think in all the categories, nominated with me are guests to this podcast. So it's great to see the friends out there, up there in the nomination list. It's gonna be fun. I'm going to London next year for the awards, for the ceremony. We went last year, or I went last year. So no, this year, 2024. I'm going again, 2025, and it's going to be quite an experience, a roller coaster. I think I'm gonna be way more relaxed this time. I honestly, truly believe that we're not going to win anything, but uh, now I understand when they say being nominated it's it, and it is it. I only realized that last year. I'm sorry, this year, 2024, when we went to the awards on February. Um, and I was so nervous. I was really rooting for the community. I thought we were going to make it with the K community. Um, and we didn't. But I think seeing my name and the name of the K community up there in the big screen, that was it for me. That was it for me. And now I understand it. Even though my friends used to tell me, I was like, but in the back of my mind, I was like, no, but I'm gonna win. Well, we didn't win, but yeah, um, seeing my name up there, that was something in the name of our community. So thank you, DMAs. Thank you to everyone who voted for this nomination. I'm over the moon, and I'm ending the year with great achievements and big notes. So thank you for that. In other news, we have a lot of news today. In other news, the Art K Coach has a new website and a new Facebook page only for the Art K Coach. I think it was about time, and I think the nomination helped. When I saw the nomination, I was like, okay, Christina, you need to take this as serious as it should. It has always been serious. It has always been a business, but I have been for a long time, like, with one foot in one side and one foot in the other. I'm still working as an English teacher. That's my regular job, my money making job. This I was still doing a few cakes until, well, not this year. I finally stopped baking cakes, but like, I had the art cake experience, which was the business of my cakes and the community. So I was like not there fully. And I kept posting things for the art cake coach together with the art cake experience and together with the Cake Friends Stay Creative. And I always felt like, okay, this is growing and I think this deserves its own house. So it is on. I have a new website, very nice website where you can do everything on that website. Still building the blog, still building some connections to the podcast, but everything, all the information you need is there. The website is www.theartcoach.com. And we have a new Facebook page that you can find on Facebook as at the Art K Coach, just for the Art K Coach. It's a page, not a group. And of course, on Instagram, we have at the Art K Coach, only dedicated to the coaching uh, for cake artists to be effective and manage their time and be as productive and set achievable goals and all of that we do here. So those are other news here. And now I think it's time to start with our episode. So this month I've been doing some accountability and some audit on a few things. Last week we audited our goals. I think it was an episode packed with a lot of interesting um, activities that you could do, a lot of interesting exercises that you could put into practice. Today is the same. Today is as packed as it was last week, but today is about your time management. It's time to audit and to hold yourself accountable for how you manage your time on 2024. Today, I will be bringing to you some strategies to audit and to help you get more organized next year. So don't go anywhere because this episode is about to start. Hey, my sweet friend, if you like this episode and enjoy this podcast, there is only one thing I want from you. Please like, follow, and leave me a started review in any of your favorite podcast platform where you're listening to this podcast now. This way, this program can keep growing. The algorithm will show it to more cake artists who will benefit from it. Download the episode, share it on your social media, and tag me, and I'll gladly tag you and follow you back. I would love to hear what you have to say. You can leave me a voice message on Anchor, Spotify for podcasters, answer the questions and polls on the episode, or leave me a comment on my social media. Even if you don't like what I say, I would love to hear your opinion. And let me invite you to follow me on Instagram as at the Art K Coach or in any of my social media accounts. I'll leave you all the links in the description of this episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Art K Coach podcast. Before we start, my friends, I have to say if you listen to the last episode before I edited for the second time, I'm sorry if you listened to some parts that were not supposed to be there. I edited the episode and I had to cut a few parts that one of them was I was trying to test the noise because my neighbors are doing some remodelations here in the building, and the other part it suddenly stopped because I decided no, I didn't like that introduction, so I'm going to change it. And I edited, but I forgot to cut that part. So if you listen to that, I'm sorry, but it's edited as it should be right now. So you can go back and listen to our audit episode for goal setting. Okay, so in this first part, we're going to reflect a little bit on the importance of time management, sorry, and what we did this year to manage our time. So do I have to even mention it? Probably not, but here we go. Why is time management important? First of all, I don't know if it's not the first, but it could be the second most shared complaint of cake artists. I think the first one, it goes around social media or pricing. Goes around. Okay, let's put it third. Okay, I will say pricing, social media, and time management. Those are the biggest complaints for cake artists who are running their own business. We know that that's what we do. We do everything. So managing your time and not feeling overwhelmed and not feeling stressed and not running around like a headless chicken all day long, that's a goal for most of cake artists. Okay, so that's pretty much why is it important to have a healthy time management as a cake artist for your business. This is not like any business. Okay, this is not an office that you go and you go from 9 to 5, and you sit down, you do your job, you have a lunch break, you keep going. No, it's a different kind of job, especially because most of us do it by ourselves unless you have established an establishment or a big business with employees and with help, like a bakery or a big production or a big store, it's different. Okay. When you're working from home and you're baking your cakes and you want to sell your cakes, you have to do everything yourself. Um, Planning, selling, buying supplies, calling the clients, admin work, social media, pricing, finances, accountability, everything has to be done by you. So managing your time the best way possible is the key, is what's going to avoid for you to feel overwhelmed, stressed, and eventually lead you to a burnout. So I think that pretty much sums up what the importance of time management is. But I can say a few more. It highlights um, um, how you use your time. I mean, if you use your time wisely, you lead or you go to you have sorry better productivity and peace of mind, of course. And it's a ripple effect, guys. It's like a house of cards. When you manage your time poorly, everything falls down. When you manage your time well, other aspects of your life will improve too. Not only your business, okay, but your mental health, your levels of stress, your family communication, everything else falls into play. Now, let's reflect about this year. I shared so many techniques this year to help you manage your time wisely and more productively, like tracking your activities, see what you could delegate, prioritize, like the Eisenhower matrix. Remember, when you can set things into urgent versus important. It was like a four square matrix. If you don't know about this one, please go back to any of the episodes on prioritizing and you will find it there. Uh, we shared or we talked about batch and blocking your time because there's a lot of benefit on blocking because you know what you're focusing on. Make room for resting. I insisted a lot. It's important to manage stress by taking breaks to avoid burnout, especially in a high demand period like now, like in Christmas time, Halloween. This is a very hectic time. So making the best of your time is super important. We talked about time budget. Time budget is the allocation of specific hours and days to your task. We talked about that. We did an exercise on that. And I think I mentioned to review how you manage your time maybe every week, every 15 days, every month. Sit down and have a session and see how am I managing my time and what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong. So before we move into really auditing our time for this year, let's reflect on the following. I want you can write down, you can pause me and write down the questions and then pause me and answer these questions. Take your time to answer it. Question number one: what's one time wasting habit you'd like to eliminate before the new year? Is there any? And what is it? Question number two: how can you protect your most productive hours of the day? I repeat, how can you protect your most productive hours of the day? I mentioned this in episodes before. We are not all the same. There are some people who have their high peak of energy in the morning, some are in the afternoon, some are even at night. For me, my most productive hours are in the morning. So, how can I protect my morning hours? I wake up early because I know that if I do, I will have more time to do the things that I want to do with the energy that I want to have. I prioritize my morning routine so I am ready and and my mind is set for what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share what I did today. I woke up, I took the dog out like I always do. I currently I'm doing some meditations in the mornings. I'm not doing as much exercise, but I do walk with my dog. I did the meditation and I was going to eat. And I have been feeling lately that when I have my breakfast, after my breakfast, I have like a low period. Like I just go, my energy goes down, drops a little bit. And I wanted to be sharp for today's episode, and you can hear it in my voice. If you listen to I think it was last week or the week before episode, my I was really low in energy, and my voice showed it. Today it's different. My voice is it's you can see it in my you can see it. You can listen to it in my voice. I'm back to myself. I haven't had breakfast yet. I realized that if I'm fasting, not that I practice fasting, but if I haven't had breakfast yet, my energy is still high and I have that drop of energy. So that's where I'm doing the episode, because I want to have this energy for today. So that's a way of protecting those hours for me. When I finish the episode, I go have my breakfast, relax, have my coffee, take a bath, all of the things that you do in the morning to start, because my first class today is at noon. So I will have all these morning hours. I will have my productive morning hours the way that I want it. And the third question is, sorry, the third question is, what's one task you can delegate next year? Or you no, let's change, because we're reflecting on this year 2024. So what's one task you could have delegated this year? Okay, so I'm going to repeat the questions because I talked a lot. Question one: what's one time wasting habit you'd like to eliminate before the end of the year? Number two: how can you protect your most productive hours of the day? And question number three: what's one task you can delegate, or you could have delegated this year? Don't go anywhere, because in the second part, we're going to audit or time management for 2024. We love Cercino, and we love its digital magazine. Cercino's free monthly magazine, We Love Pastry, is a monthly digital magazine bursting with absolutely incredible, easy to follow, and unique cake tutorials created by very talented artists from around the globe. Interesting interviews and blogs. You can also win products worth £50 and much more. You have cake tutorials, product information, cake events, cake collaboration, and you name it. Don't miss the free digital magazine every month by clicking in the link on the description of this episode. Thank you, We Love Pastry, for sponsoring today's episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Okay, my sweet friends, so let's audit our time management for 2024. What did I say? Let's audit our time for 2024. Sorry about that. Okay, number one, reflection. Okay, the purpose of this exercise is to identify how much time we spent over the past year doing what. Okay, how did I spend my time? So I want you to write down your major activities, maybe in categories like client work, admin task, marketing, baking, decorating, buying supplies, family time. Remember to do that as well. I want you to write those like columns, okay? And estimate the percentage of time you spend in each category. You can do it monthly, you can do it weekly, whatever you feel more comfortable with. But I want you to estimate it in percentage, being, of course, 100% the most time you spend on it, right? And ask yourself which activities felt productive and fulfilling, and which task drained my energy or waste my time. Let me give you an example. If you spend, let's say, 60% of your week on client orders, but only 10% on marketing, could you adjust your schedule to increase visibility for your business next year? Okay, so we're just doing the math, guys. Okay. Uh, Again, sit down, write down some columns. Okay, all the activities or categories of the activities you do during your year, right? Like I said, client work, admin task, marketing, family time, baking, buying supplies, decorating, whatever it is. I want you to name all the categories of the things you do. percentage of how long you spend in each category. Let's do it weekly. I think weekly is easier than monthly. Monthly is too much. Let's do it weekly. Oh, weekly. What's wrong with me today? And I want you to answer what surprised you most about how you spent your time this year. Was there balance between urgent tasks and long term goals? Think about that, okay? I know I've given you a lot of homework the end of the year and you have a lot to do. Well, you can keep this and start on January if you want to, but I want you to do it. Just do it because I know it will help you manage your time better next year. Okay? Another exercise you can use is called wins and time saving moments. The purpose is to celebrate success and recognize what worked for you. This is how we're going to do it. I want you to write a list of 3 to 5 moments when you manage your time effectively. Let's say a moment where you meet your deadlines on time, when you finish early, when you manage rush orders promptly or correctly, when you finish a key collaboration at the moment that you plan to, or even before, you know, like success on time management. And think about this. Why did they work? Did I plan ahead? Did I delegate? Did I use a system? What was the key for the this to work? Okay. For example, um, I I decided to prepare my Christmas marketing plan in October, and that freed up November for creating new flavors, and it gave me a great outcome. It's a win worth repeating. Just an example. So, what's one habit or tool that consistently help you stay on track this year? Okay. Another exercise you can think about an ideal week visualization. The purpose is to plan and optimize the schedules for 2025. Let's see. Let's imagine what your ideal work week look like. Imagine it. Divide your task into blocks, for example, morning for creating work, afternoon for emails. Allocate your time. And I want you to use a time blocking template to sketch it out, like a school schedule, okay? And if you need one, the planner is coming. The time management planner for Cake Artist is coming, and it has a very good time blocking template on it. Remember, I'm leaving the links here on the episode for the wait list for the time management planner for Cake Artists. Joining the wait list, you can have a special early birth discount and also an extra present from me. So go check it out and enroll on that list. So, what is the idea with this weekly visualization? It is to have a visual aid of what you want your week to look like. Okay. For example, if I'm decorating, if decorating is your most creative task, could you set aside uninterrupted mornings for it? And afternoons might work better for meetings and admin tasks, taking account your energy, taking account your family time. If you have to, take the kids to school, pick them up, see all of that. Okay. What would your perfect work day look like? And how can you design it and schedule it to support it? So we're working backwards. Instead of, oh, this is what I did and it worked, we're going to work ahead and model the model model the week that we want to have. That's what we're going to do. It's good to manage our time aligned to our goals. So for sure, make time to use um, your weekly planner or your weekly schedule to align with your long-term goals. You can compare your goals for 2024 after you audit them and think if how you manage your time supported your goals, and how did it work? Did it really support my goals? Did it set me aside to my main goals? Is that what I wanted to do? What was the outcome? So look back and see how that worked. Let's say you wanted to grow your Instagram following this year, but you rarely posted. So what changes can you make in your schedule for next year to complete that goal? uh, what did you do in 2024 that didn't help you prioritize that task? You can also think of that. um, there's another exercise called the stop, start, continue exercise. So the idea here is to create a focus improvement plan for 2025. How do you do that? You're going to write a list, three columns. Again, stop. Remember the game? But well, no, not that game. So the stop column, you're going to write a list of time wasting habits or tasks that you want to eliminate, like too much scrolling on social media, not organizing my time correctly, the things that you want to stop. Then you're going to write a column that says start. Identify what new habits or systems you can implement in order to move you forward, like batching tasks together, setting boundaries, I don't know, planning your marketing ahead. And then in the continue column, you're going to highlight what worked for you before and that you want to maintain. For example, let me give you an example. Stop spending 2 hours a day on social media without a plan. Start scheduling social media posts every week. Continue using a planner to organize your orders and your deadlines. Uh, if you could simplify just one thing in your schedule for next year, what would it be? Okay, this is another exercise. And I have news for you guys. All of this exercise will be shared for you on a PDF, on a link here on the episode. So don't worry about it if you're right now like, Christina, what are you talking about? This is too much for one episode. Don't worry. I'm just sharing it with you because you're going to have um, a link here on the description of the episode on Spotify where you can go directly and download all of these exercises that can help you audit how you manage your time in 2024 and how can you improve it for 2025. Now, don't go anywhere because I have a few last tips. Sorry, I have a few last tips for you before the episode ends. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Hello, my sweet friend. Let me invite you to subscribe to the Art K Coach podcast exclusive content platform. By becoming a member, you'll get exclusive monthly content and access to audio classes and workshops on goal setting, time management, social media posting, pricing mindset, and teaching. Get access to exclusive bonus content for only €2.99 a month. Check out the link to subscription platform on the description of this episode. Let me help you on your cake journey and coach you for success here at the Art K Coach podcast. We're back to close this episode today. And as I mentioned, I want you to do a small homework for me. So, this is a quick homework for you guys. If you're listening, and if you feel that time management is that thing that is not helping you, that is not in alignment with where do you want to get and to the goals that you want to achieve for next year, if you feel that was the thing that didn't work this year, I want you to think about this following homework and please try it. Just try it for me, because I'm sure it's going to at least help you identify what hasn't worked and how can you improve it for next year. Okay, because as I mentioned many times before, we can never change anything and we cannot move forward if we don't know where we're standing. So you can try to practice this three-part exercise. Number one is a one-time review. I want you to spend 30 minutes on a time audit review of and reflection of your year. Okay, you can practice these exercises that I just mentioned on the episode that will be on a PDF for you to download here on the description of the episode, and spend at least 30 minutes in this. Really make sure you understand where are, I'm not going to say where are their flaws because I don't like to talk about that. What is not working? Okay. What is that thing that is not working in your favor? Okay. That's what I want you to do. Then, from now on to the rest of 2024, you can do either a weekly adjustment or monthly check in on your time management, depending on how serious the situation is. If you're an Olympic procrastinator, then I recommend you to do those adjustments weekly. But if you just don't manage your time eventually when things get a little hectic and more stressed, you can do that monthly. It's okay. So, in the weekly adjustments, if you have to do weekly adjustments, I want you to dedicate 10 to 15 minutes a week, no more than that, just to fine tune your schedule. Okay. I do plan. I mean, that's part of my planning because I do plan every Sunday before the week start. I do plan my next week ahead. And when I do that, I adjust time. Uh, it's natural. It's like, okay, this is not working. I know that I said that I will allocate an hour to do this, but it's going to take me longer. So I know I'm not going to allocate more things that day. So, you get to know yourself and you get to know what you're capable of and how can you manage your hours during a week. Um, Otherwise, you can just do a monthly check in when you do your monthly planning, and you can set aside, let's say, 20 minutes, okay, a month, just to evaluate the progress and refine time blocking practices if necessary. Again, you can practice these exercises that I'm sharing here. You can, just by keeping not a journal, but just by keeping an agenda, just by keeping a weekly and a monthly planner, you will know. You will know what to do and how to do. Because I know this sounds like a lot, but believe me, it will come naturally. It's not like you have to do 20 minutes of time management adjustments a month, plus 20 or 30 minutes of planning, plus 30 minutes of social media. Now, everything is going to be packed together because when you plan, you're going to plan your marketing, you're going to plan your time management, you're going to plan your social media, you're going to plan your weekly activities, you're going to prioritize. Everything is going to be together in one place. So it's not going to be an hour and a half planning every week. No, no, no. You're going to, I mean, when it comes automatically, it's going to be 30 minutes, no more than that, that you will spend planning your week ahead. But it's a win. It's like when you plan your meals. When you plan your meals and you pre cook some things or you know what you're going to cook every day, you don't waste time just thinking, what am I doing today? What do I have to cook? What do I have to do? No, because that's already planned. So it's like part of your brain is relaxed. It's like, okay, I just have to go to my list and see what I'm going to do. That's it. So think of it as a win situation. When you plan ahead, when you organize your time, when you allocate your time best way possible, things get so much easier for you for the rest of the week. So much easier. And you don't have to rely on only on your memory. You don't have to rely only on something to remind you what's going to happen. Sorry, or just panicking the last minute because you couldn't do it. No, everything is going to be organized and settled for the right time. So take your time to practice this homework that I'm sending you and really reflect what works and what doesn't work for you. And remember, you're going to have a downloadable worksheet here on the description of the episode with all the exercises that you can practice to audit your time. But don't forget that the wait list for the time management planner is here, and you can join this wait list so you can have access to early bird discount of the planner. Don't worry, the planner is not going to be ultra super expensive. It's not, but it's so packed. I'm telling you, it's so packed that I printed it last week because it's digital. It's for downloading, and I printed it last week just to check on the margins, the colors, that everything add up. I mean, it's packed. It has so many pages. It has so many things. You have, oh my God, you have so much. I'm gonna actually read it for you because I have it right here. All of the things that are included on the planner. You have, of course, time management as usual, right? You have and you also have like commitment pages where you talk about your goals and what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. You have an introduction that explains everything, how you're going to use your planner, okay, tips on how to use it, what are you committing on this year to do, how to set your goals. You have a goal setting sheet. You have a monthly planner with two parts: monthly overview and monthly planner with a view of the whole month. And it's not dated, so you can use it not only in 2025, you can use it anytime, and you can print as many pages as you want. You have a weekly planner with weekly overview, week planner, and weekly time blocking, three parts. You have cake order template where you can write your orders overview for the month, like the delivery date, the customer name, the contact, if you've done it or not. You have a cake order tracker with so much information, like client. You can keep everything in one place: the client name, the order number, payment status, the details of the order, any special notes, allergies from the client, if the client is new or is a returning client, their phone number, their email, everything you need to. You have a project planner for your cakes, also with a very detailed explanation on how you're going to use it. For that, you have, of course, the name of the client, the name of the project, the payment status, the vision board, materials and ingredients in quantities, then special notes like allergies or requirements. If the client is new or is regular, the cake price. You can track your project with the time, task, due date, and done tracker. You have price your time tracker, when every day of the week we're going to write down what time you start, what time you end, your regular hours, overtime hours, the total of hours you spend, so you can track the hours you work in each project and how you can add these to your pricing. You have a client consultation sheet where you're going to write everything that you need from the client. Uh, of course, the data, the event date, if they have any allergies, budget and pricing, flavor, filling, frosting, number of tiers of the cake, servings, special requests, delivery setups. You have sketching notes for your cakes, and also you have social media planner with your target audience, online platforms, goals. Sorry. You have content ideas with ideas, for example, like a day my life, cake of the week, baker mistakes, and then the type of posting you're going to do. Is a reel, is a photo, is a carousel, what platform you're going to work on. Then you have a content planner where you're going to write the theme of your post, the objective. What is the objective? You want to get more customers, you want to broaden your audience, you want to create awareness. What is it that you want? Content, topic ideas. If you have any freebie included, if you have any paid partnership included, any extra notes, a posting schedule where you can actually put the image that you're going to use with the caption that you're going to use and the hashtag. And you have three spaces to do it. So you have, for each paper, you will have 1 week of planning on your social media. I even adding a 30-day content plan, 30 full days of ideas for posting. What else? You have so many things here. And finally, you have a follower tracker where you can write the date, the platform, how many followers do you have, and any special notes. And you can keep track how many people is following you and how your platforms are growing, besides of course the insights on each platform. You have notes. I mean, it's packed, people. It's so packed. And it can be yours for 2025 because the official sale of this time management planner will be on January 1st. But you have an early bird sale that starts next week. Yes, start next week. So go run, join the waitlist so you can be one of those who have access to a special price, early bird price, and also is going to take an extra planner from me. A small surprise. Because I really, really, really want you to have a very, very organized 2025. And please, oh, my voice is failing me today. Actually, everybody's been sick here at home. I haven't been getting anything. And please, if you try any of the time management activities, exercises that I just shared with you, I want you to share your reflections with me on social media. You can hashtag your post with hashtag time for cake goals or hashtag the art cake coach. Okay, so we can build this community and we can share each other's ideas and how everything is going. Don't forget the worksheet that we're going to be sharing here that you can download from this episode so you can practice all of these exercises. And with this, my sweet friends, I say goodbye as I always say goodbye. Stay safe and stay creative. I'll see you next time. As your K coach, I am here to help you. If you want to go a little bit further in your journey to organize your time, set clear goals, maybe teach, work on your mindset, or set a roadmap for results, especially for results and success, I am here for you. Why don't you book a free discovery call with me? I will be leaving the links here in this episode so we can chat, we can talk about what you really need, and we can see if we're a good fit for each other. Remember, I have just one mission in this cake world. First is to unite the cake community as one and to make you, my cake artist, my sweet friend, understand the importance of investing in you. Like I said, I will be leaving the links here in the description of this episode so you can book a 30 minutes free discovery call with me. And just remember, in case nobody said this to you today, I do appreciate you and I want you to stay safe and stay creative.